everybody. I don't even know what day it is. Let me think. Thursday, the 17th, maybe? I don't know. I just got done going to Hayes to get groceries because when we got back on from our trip, our cruise, we got back on. Ooh, I better slow down. Sorry. We got back on Saturday, and then we did, like, we got back Saturday evening sometime, and then we went, or I don't even know what I'm talking about. Then we had our family Christmas, my side of the family Christmas on Sunday, and then Monday we were going to go see my Aunt Karen and Uncle Bob and hang out with them, and then by the time, we got done, we were going to eat lunch with them and hang out with them. By the time we got done, it would have been too late to leave because it would have been dark on the way home, and I didn't want Sean to have to drive in the dark. So that was our plan. Well, Sunday night, I started feeling really sick. Well, I say really sick. I knew that I was getting like a sore throat and stuff like that, and I was just feeling run down. Well, on Monday, we woke up, and my sister and brother-in-law had all went to work, and I was just like feeling terrible, and I was going back and forth between, do we go to Aunt Karen and Uncle Bob's or do we stay home? Because excuse me, because my uncle had just gotten out of the hospital with pneumonia. Sorry. If I knew how to edit, I'd edit this out, but I don't, so you just have to hear me cough. So I kind of went back and forth, and then finally I was like, I don't want to take whatever cold or whatever it is that I have to my aunt and uncles. So we called them, decided I'm not feeling well, and I didn't want to bring anything to Uncle Bob. And then I told Sean, I said, I'm ready to just go home. And he said, okay. So we got all of our stuff together, packed everything up, put it in the car, and we went on. Well, in the meantime, before all this, like when we were on our cruise, my nephew went to the house and started up his father-in-law's car and our car because they were sitting outside. Well, ours wouldn't start. So he jumped it and it let it run and it was fine. When we got home from our trip, it wouldn't start. So Jerry was like, don't worry about it. We'll go tomorrow and, we'll get it. Because we had just put a new battery in it. I forgot to say that. The 2 days before we left to go to my sister's to go on vacation, the battery was dead, so we got a new battery. Well, now the battery's dead. So we were like, what? Well, my sister said, don't tell Sean and Stacy because we don't want them to worry while we're on vacation. We just want to have a good vacation. We'll worry about it when we get home. So then finally, we're home, or we're back to my sister's, and then my brother-in-law's like, hey, we'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. So they went and were able, on Sunday evening, they were able to change the battery because we had just bought it. So change the battery, put it in, then they got home, and then Sean and I decided we need to go get gas, so we thought, we'll just go get gas, we'll drive around and let the battery charge, make sure that the battery's okay. Well, it started up the next morning when we decided to go home, everything was fine. Well, this morning, and so I've been sick, now Sean is sick, I failed to say that, but Sean is sick, of course, but Sean doesn't say that he's sick, he says he's fine, as he's coughing his head off and he sounds full, his head sounds full, but anyway, so I haven't bought groceries for almost 3 weeks, so we are down to nothing. Like we ate, we were both not feeling good last night, and neither one of us wanted to really eat anything, so I made some ramen noodles and put some cheese in it. That's what we had. And Sean didn't even hardly eat his because he couldn't eat it because he was coughing and stuff like that. So I was like, I've got to go get groceries today. and I've got to get some cold medicine and cough medicine, whatever I need to get. I got to get it because we don't have anything. So I made an order yesterday, so I went to pick it up this morning. But the wind in Hays, Kansas, well, let me rewind. The wind in western Kansas is no joke. And if anybody questioned whether there was actual tumbleweeds in western Kansas, there are. Because I have had multiple tumbleweeds hit my car as I'm driving to Hays and home from Hays. So now I'm headed home now. And the wind is 60 miles per hour. It's crazy. So when I'm coming home from Hays, there's a semi in front of me, and he's going like 30, 35. And I was like, look, I'm just going 35 then, because I am not going to chance anything with this wind. And so he starts speeding up a little bit, and I'm like, okay, we're good. So we start speeding up, and his trailer, I'm not kidding, I saw it with my own two eyes, it tips, like it's almost going to go over, but then it rights itself, and I was like, oh Jesus. And then finally he was like, I'm sure, dying, and he gets over and on the side of the road. So I keep going, but I didn't go over like 60 miles an hour because the wind, it was like blowing sideways, and I was like, oh my goodness, I can't wait to get home. So now I'm on the back roads, headed to the house. Everything is fine. And I just thought I'd make a little video just since I've been MIA. I know most people know that we went on a cruise and we went to Mexico and Honduras, and we've had a great time, and I've got tons of pictures and fun stories, and we just had the best time with my sister and my brother-in-law. We always have such a good time with them. And just kind of wanted to say, hey, just stay tuned. Eventually I'll have some pictures, and I also have to kind of limit myself on Facebook and Instagram because people put such derogatory things on there about President Trump and about Republicans, and I'm telling you what, I can go down a rabbit hole and I can get mad quick and start responding to things that people say, because it's just ignorance is all it is. People are just ignorant, and they speak out of their mouths instead of out of their brains, and it absolutely drives me crazy. And I don't care if you voted for Democrat or if you voted for a Republican, it does not matter to me. But if you want to say something derogatory against our president, then you need to grow some hair when somebody comes back at you defending him. That's all I'm going to say. I have to limit myself. I'm saying this. I have to limit myself from Facebook and Instagram because people are ignorant, and I don't like to read it. I don't like to hear it, because then it makes me mad, and then I feel like that I have to defend, and I'm not going to do that. It's just dumb. So I wish I could figure out a way to not ever see anything that I don't want to, but I know that Lori, you explained to me about the algorithm and all of that stuff on Facebook, and I understand it. But man, I get so tired of seeing the same thing over and over and over about, Rob Reiner's death and all of that. And it's a tragedy. I'm so sorry about it. But I don't have to see it all the time. And that, I can't do it. So anyway, I already went down a rabbit hole there. But I have to limit myself. I have to listen to positive things. I've been listening to like preaching messages. My friend Nancy that I used to go to church with, she gave me this preacher to listen to, and I've been listening to him, and it's really good. He's a great teacher, and I kind of, unless I know the person, know the preacher, or I've heard the preacher, I know of the preacher, I really don't like to listen to like preaching of people unless I know that they're actually preaching the truth and they're not preaching crazy doctrine like a lot of people are preaching today. My glasses feel crooked, but anyway, he's really good. I can't remember his name. Forgive me. Nancy knows. But anyway, all of that to say, we're still alive. We're just not feeling well. Trying to get through just being sick. And I wish you could see this crazy wind and definitely a dust storm right now. But it's just, I mean, it's blowing. Anything that is not tied down is going to blow away for sure. And as much as I hate for my husband to have to take in the groceries, I hope he's at the house when I get home, because I don't want to have to take them in the groceries by myself. Anyway, nice to see you again. We had a great vacation. I'll post some pictures for those who really want to see them. But other than us just fighting an illness,